Hey guys, how's it going? None of you really know me, but that's alright. I just wanted to talk to you guys about a post I put up on a group a little earlier about the paste bin file that I had created for Betaflight. I just want to show you the process that I followed to get that. There's some more information I'll post in this in the text for this, so you guys can understand what I'm doing a little bit and why I would do some of this. But I just want to show you what I did really quickly. So I've got my America here. I'm just going to go ahead and plug in so we can go ahead and take a look at Betaflight. Go ahead and connect. Nothing too interesting here. First thing I'm going to do is jump straight over into the command line. CLI tab right down here. And we're going to take a look at the diff here. So I'm going to type in diff, D-I-F-F, and I'm going to hit enter. What this is going to show me here is all of the settings on this quad that are unique to this quad. It's not showing me all of the settings Betaflight is capable, it's showing me all of the settings that I have selected, right? So we can see here some like feature stuff, some serial stuff, some auxiliary stuff. This is great because what we can do with this information is we can snatch it and put it into a file that we could use across all of our quads. So the setup on this quad is the same setup I have on every single one of my quads because I built one of these common files to use. And so from here what I'm going to do is really just click down here and click on the Save to File button and type in a name. I'm going to type in something like basic BF setup. That's going to overwrite a file, it's fine. We'll take a look at that. And so that's going to save on my desktop. I'll go ahead and open that up here. Okay, here is that file. And what we want to do is we want to just start editing this file down so that it's only got the stuff in it that we care about. The very top of it doesn't need to have a diff. We don't care about this. These little hashes right here, these indicate a comment. They don't mean anything, so we can go ahead and delete them. Here we have the features section. So by default on all my quads, I want all these turned on. That's great. I don't have any beeper stuff, so I'll delete that. My radio configuration is TER. Some of you guys may be using ATER1234. It's fine. The serial selection here, this is for your ports. We don't want to save that in our common config because it's pretty much going to be different on every flight computer we use. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. LED color, mode color, if you were using LEDs and you wanted to have that common across all of your builds, you could leave that information in here. I do not, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete the comments because I just want to keep this clean. Here we have our aux. This is actually our channel mappings, so modes basically. There's my arm, disarm, pre-arm, etc., etc. I use rate profiles, so that's what this section here is. Again, some empty sections. I'm going to just go ahead and delete those. And then we have this stuff here, our master stuff. This is our general config for the flight computer. So I run my first two gyro notches off, so we'll just leave those at 0. I run the accelerometer off. If you wanted the accelerometer on, you could delete that. Here's my min and max throws for my sticks. My PWM protocol is going to be DShot 600. I like to use DShot beepers, so I set the tone. I run reverse props on all of my builds, small arm angle to ensure that I can arm upside down. And then we have the section down here that is arguably one of the more important parts, which is all of our OSD settings, because it's really nice to have the OSD be very consistent between all of your builds. Additionally, I've got VTX low power. This is a new Betaflight feature, super cool. I would highly recommend looking at that. This is video type on our camera. All of the cameras I use are this type, so I'll just go ahead and leave that. I'm going to look at this. I don't want that on all of my builds, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that from this file. And we're into our PID stuff. We have our profile 0 PID profile. Here we have my filter. I use PT1 on all of my stuff. I have anti-gravity set to 3. Don't be freaked out by the 3000. It's 3. And then my D set point, weight and transition. So transition and weight here. And then down here we would have all of our different rate profiles for our stick inputs. I'm not going to go through setting all of the different rate profiles up into this file. Basically all you need to do at that point though is change to the rate profile you want to use, run the diff, grab the rate profile out of the diff, paste it into this file, until you've got all of the different rate profiles that you're using configured. A lot of you guys are going to be just running one rate profile, so I won't go ahead and show you how to set that up, but it is very simple. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and hit save on this file, just Control S. And then anytime I want to configure a new quad or I've updated Betaflight, all I have to do is open up this text file wherever it is, come in here, hit Control A, copy all of this, hit Control C, walk back over into my CLI, go ahead and disconnect so you guys can see this fresh, reconnect to my quad, go straight to the CLI with a new build or an updated piece of firmware, come over here, paste in here, and hit enter. And it's going to run all of those commands that are in our common file, and after you're done, we can type in save. That'll reboot our flight controller with all of those settings, and then we could, from there on a new build, we could go check our motors, check our ports, and we're done. Right? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, look at that. So nice. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you learned something. If you got any questions, go ahead and hit me up on Facebook or leave a comment below. And thanks. Bye.